Okay, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes! I am going to get so shredded for this video. Everyone is going to be so upset with me. But before we go any further, I want you all to hear me out. The premise of this video is LEGO Star Wars fans have gone too far, and in today's video I'm going to be trying to explain why, and try to justify it, as well as explain why I think some things are too far, some things aren't. And I'm just going to try to dive into all that, so hit that subscribe button. The growth on the channel has been amazing, so thank you all so much for that, and we're going to get right on into it. So, something I have been picking up on more recently as a LEGO Star Wars fan is the very, very, very high standards to which we hold LEGO, which we should. Now, first off, a establishing premise. I, more than anyone, am a big advocate of LEGO putting out the best product. Their slogan is, of course, only the best is good enough. And with Star Wars, they happen to be pretty darn exceptional at it, especially compared to other themes. Man, Star Wars fans don't realize how good we have it. DC this year got a grand total of 1 set, and Marvel is getting a bunch of sets, and they all suck. I just bought this set because it was on sale on Amazon, and that thing somehow managed to get past, like, an entire development program. And all these awful, like, what are even these? And they just get so much passed away over there. And they get away with it because Marvel fans, I guess, have lesser standards, or the designers suck. Also, like, 90% of the Marvel sets are, like, mechs, or like other undesirable sets. People almost buy those sets solely for minifigures, not for the builds. But Star Wars fans, man, we are a hard bunch to please. And I think that it can be justified sometimes, and other times we go way too far. And today's video is really going to be about us going too far, especially with sets that we heavily want, like the ATTE, which I think will probably be the primary focus of today's video, but it's other ones too, like the UCS Gunship, like the Final First Battle Pack, like Boba Fett's Throne Room. And I'm gonna be less focused on those than I am on the fan votes, because the fan voted ones and the ones that the fans really wanted should be the ones we're really complaining about the least, because we asked for them, and I know, yes, they still should be having a high quality with these sets. I will get to that, don't worry, we will be answering all of your thoughts in this video. So I kind of want to start with an establishing premise. Right off the bat, it is good to hold LEGO to standards. I, more than anyone, am an advocate of that. With that being said, I think we go too far. I want to start by taking looks at some sets. We're going to look at the new Boba Fett's Throne Room. Now, here it is. I like the set a lot. I'll be honest. I think it's a good set. You're getting 7 great minifigures. You're getting a bunch of Jabba's whole crew. You're getting Boba and Fennec. And you're getting a nice build. With this throne room, it is primarily a throne room. It is marketed as a throne room. That is why you don't particularly see the front half of it on the marketing. And on top of that, it is also, loosely resembling Jabba's palace. Now, the last Jabba's palace that we got did certainly resemble the actual palace more. It had the roof, it had the taller pillar thing, it had a lot more. Absolutely, I will 100% give it that. But with this set, first off, it is not supposed to necessarily be that. The fact that it even loosely resembles Jabba Palace, I think is just a nice addition. We do not hold anything else to this standard. You look at Emperor Palpatine's Arrest set. That set we do not hold to that standard at all. It does not look like the Senate building. You look at the Death Star final battle, you look at that set has no resemblance on the exterior to the Death Star. It is purely a replication of Palpatine's throne room. Same way that this is a replication of Boba Fett's throne room. And people get very upset at this particular set because it does not accurately resemble Jabba's palace, which, yeah, you're right. 100%, I will give you that. People ripped this pretty amazing set up to shreds, and I mean shreds, over the fact that it doesn't fully look like the last one, which looked really good. I get it. I do, but I think it's a really not great criticism, and this is, again, one of the minor things that, like, people will hit on when it's not even supposed to be a certain thing, and it will just completely destroy the capability of LEGO to make really, really good sets that are overall, because they're worried, oh, people aren't going to like this because of this one little thing. And I know going into it, it's just a difficult circumstance as a designer, because, you know, they probably wanted to create some sort of exterior, but that wasn't the main goal with the set. The main goal was the throne room. It is marketed as throne room, not the palace. And that is kind of my general analysis of those criticisms. Now, I'd like to hit on another set. And this one, oh, I am going to get ripped up and down for. But this is the UCS Republic Gunship. Now, this set is a gorgeous set. It is one of the first prequel sets. It was a fan vote. We wanted this. We voted for it. And while there was a question in the thing asking for us to, vote on minifigures, they would take that into consideration, I guess. Obviously, the figures in the set kind of suck. Just looking, Mace Windu, not a great inclusion. We also have the Clone Commander in there, which out of all things, it was a very dumb thing that doubles as a pilot. All those things were stupid. Absolutely, 100%. I'm with you there on all the criticism. But people have said this is just an objectively bad set because it has minifigures that suck. Now, UCS sets, this is my belief, they've never primarily been about the minifigures, especially when they're not minifigure scale. You look at something like the AT-AT, the Millennium Falcon, those are minifigure scale sets, so the figures are going to matter more there. Here, they're basically just extra little things to throw in, which I appreciate a lot. And you kind of have to look at it that way. And the fact that people have ripped this up so, upright so badly is just kind of not a great look for the LEGO Star Wars community as a whole. Yes, the figures suck. We will acknowledge that. We will put that in our reviews. We will even say it openly, but we do not need to thrive on it. And it is just a dumb thing that this set came out over a year ago now, and people still talk about this on the daily. And I know because a lot of these people are my friends, and I have no ill will. You can dislike whatever you want, like whatever you want. And some people just despise this set, which are my friends, for that reason. And I still respect them as friends. That's fine. I just think this is the wrong hill to die on with LEGO Star Wars. And finally, I want to hit on the main one. And this one upsets me. And this is the criticisms I've seen of the ATTE Walker set. There are so many I've heard for a pretty perfect set. Now, first off, guys, right off the bat, the fact that we even got this is insane. Chances are this was supposed to be an Attack of the Clone sets, and last minute they wanted to switch out the figures and make it 212 themed because they saw the fan demand. They saw that's what we wanted. And now we're in a situation where we got what we wanted. It already, obviously, the main design doesn't change very much, and chances are, say something like the little dwarf spider droid was probably already factored in as a part of the Attack of Clone sets. It's just a little straggler. They didn't have time to design something new, so they left it in. As a little extra, the fact that people are berserk over this, some people I know have not bought the set, specifically for like two reasons. This has been absurd. Because it's a dwarf spider droid and not a crab droid. That is going to be the hill you're going to die on, really. This amazing set, which we were wanted for years, you're not going to buy because it comes with a freaking little extra dwarf spider droid, which is precisely 0% of the reason why anyone would buy this set. It is a nice little throw-in for your droid army. Sure, it's not a crab droid. Would that have been more practical? Absolutely. But it is completely ridiculous that people are, making this a major criticism. This is the not as good set because it has this as opposed to a crab droid. It's a perfect set for the most part. It has minor details. The build overall is fantastic. The figure selection is great. Another thing I saw, this is something we were talking about in a stream, and it frustrates me to no end, people complaining about this stuff. We're looking at the 212 Troopers. So, in the advertising for the set, the 212 Troopers, you'll notice that little orange thing at the top of their head comes to a slight point. Now, in the actual production of the set, they are printed a little further down, like a millimeter, like barely any. It's you miss a little bit of the sharp edge there, and people are not buying the set explicitly for that reason. It is the most absurd thing that people are getting this fried over the little corner thing right there. And listen, I have friends who are upset about it too. Am I happy about it? No, but this is a great set. This is a fantastic set. A Walker we've wanted for close to 10 years now. A figure we've wanted since, 2005 when we first saw Commander Cody. We're finally getting both of those things. And then we have the other stuff. Honestly, probably the most well-warranted criticism is they did do a little goofy thing on the helmet. The way they position the holes on the side, they have the little hole where usually you would put the antenna in on, say, the Phase 1 Troopers. They lowered that, and then they put a separate hole up here. Now, I thought that was kind of dumb. Should they have done it in the normal place, just put a hole where that thing is instead of lowering it and putting it around their ear? Yeah, absolutely. It was a really dumb design choice. It does not hold this set back in terms of quality, in my opinion, nearly at all. And if it does, it is so fractional that, like, it is such a not noticeable thing. And it really, really frustrates me that that's going to be why people are going to complain about this set. And this is the essence of why it's such a problem, and I'd say it's twofold reasons. One, it makes LEGO Star Wars fans look completely ungrateful. I am beyond grateful. This is an amazing set. I've bought it, I will buy more. It is a beautiful set. And when we go and complain about things like this, first off, you know, it's bratty. It's bratty. There's no other way to put it. It's really minute complaints for an overall fantastic LEGO Star Wars set. And it makes us look ridiculous as LEGO Star Wars fans, and I hate it when people go this far and will say the stupidest things, like the dwarf spider droid, or the little fractional print right here. I'm not one of these people. I'm one of the last people to, you know, be kissing LEGO's butt on this type of stuff. I'm critical of them of plenty of other things. But when they've done right, say thank you, because then they go, okay, we'll do more. And, you know, I've seen the reaction. You look at the reviews I've seen on Amazon and Target and everywhere. So LEGO's giving us what we want, and we're spitting at them and saying, no, this is terrible. That's my main problem, because this is what we want, and it is flawed, absolutely, but the flaws are minor. Even the most amazing things have minor flaws in them, and that goes without saying. We look at the File First Battle Pack. We think that's a beautiful set. It has big problems. It's $30. It should have been a $15, $20 set. It has, you know, 2 gigantic builds that are completely out of proportion. Absolutely, it has those things too. It is not a perfect set by any means. Honestly, with the new 2020 Troopers, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I wasn't out here complaining how they are the worst looking Clone Troopers ever. I prefer the 2014 style of Clone Troopers. I think they're the best. I'm not here complaining every time a new 2020 Trooper comes out that it's not the 2014 Trooper, because that's dumb. And I just think that the over-criticisms, especially of sets like this, like the Throne Room, like the Gunship, I think it's completely unfair. For a lot of it, I think people have gone overboard criticism. And I'm not calling anyone out in particular here. I just think that, you know, as a community, it needs to calm down a little. And if you continue to have these opinions, that's fine. It is a free country. You are free to do so. I am happy you have those things. We could disagree about that in the comments. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you guys somewhat consider what I had to say here. But peace out and stay awesome. Hey, you almost left this video without pressing the like button. What's the deal? Why would you do that? I don't appreciate that. Just hit that like button. It means the world. You could do that. All right. You can go now. Catch you later, man.